Next, whoever
Hi, Dee.
has a question.
So, Didi, my question is that many times I recognize that there is a temptation. I mean, I could project. So when you say mental flash, is it also kind of an arising? I mean, it comes as a thought. It is an arising, right?
Yes, yes. You already know what you are going to ask Ekta. You already had the mental flash of this question before the mouth opened and the words came out of the lips. Do you recognize that mental flash?
Yes.
Yeah. This is
So
very.
it's like I'm then rehearsing that when husbands arrive, I'm going to do that, blah, blah, blah. And then I also at the same time recognize there's no point.
Correct.
Forget about it.
Yes.
But then when the husband arrives, it just happens. And in a minute, there's a recognition. I had decided not to talk. But then what happened?
Yes.
So basically, it's like you project, you're withdrawing, and then
now it's projected. No. Now you've projected it.
Yes.
Now I've projected it. Now it's going to happen how much ever I want to stop it after. So it's like saying, I project it, suddenly at this point I realize, oh, no, I don't want to do this. But now the wave has already started. No, it is going to go all the way. It is going to go all the way till here. Yeah.
So whatever so basically what I could project, I see it as an array because that's what my direction has been.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. If you have to ask a question in Zoom, you can raise your hand. Go down and you'll find somewhere raise hand. And then you raise your hand and then you can unmute and speak. No, you're not able to find it? Sriram, can you just unmute everyone so that they can ask whoever wants to unmute and speak?
Yeah, people can unmute themselves.
Okay.
And if you're not in a position to speak, you can send a chat message to either the host or a co-host and can send it to me and I can bring it up as well.
Yeah, then Sriram will ask your question. Just type it in chat. You see there is a little chat. Please type it in chat and Sriram will ask the question for you. Okay.
Satish, you can unmute yourself.
Hi, Ekta. I'm not a follower of your teachings, but I randomly come across in YouTube. So my right question is, everything is, mind is creating and imagining. Everything is a creation.
Yes.
Every thought I'm believing. So in a single shot, if I bypass all these senses, I am aware.
I am awareness itself. I've forgotten that I'm awareness.
That is also concept.
No, it's not a concept. That is the reality. I am the background of knowing. That is knowing right now. Satish is asking Ekta this question. Do you realize that?
It's a manifestation. The way you said, there is an observing field, that is the manifestation field, that is creating all these images and drama.
The observation field is only knowing it. The manifestation was done before from a desire.
That means I created you, you created me. That means we are already...
I am your creation, but you don't know if I created you or not. I might not exist. Can you see the green tiger? Does the green tiger exist?
Empty space. You are into empty space, I am into the identification.
No. You project a dream tiger in the night?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Can you say the dream tiger was born? Can you say the dream tiger existed? Can you say now the dream tiger has died? No. It was only Yeah, it's only an imagination, not bluff. It is an imagination. You cannot say that it wasn't there. I cannot
So how do you
deny.
say
So Satish cannot deny that Ekta appeared. But Satish has no proof that Ekta has projected Satish. Yeah, this is the path of direct seeing. Only what I, the witness, can see. I, the witness of Ekta, can see that there is a projection here. But I cannot now extrapolate and say they are projecting me. No, I don't know. They might not exist. So you don't say, oh, the dream tiger projected me. Do you say that?
no?
Like that. This is something
So
you
here
have
you
to go
say,
deeper. Go deeper into it.
so if you say deeper, there comes a point, attention.
Attention.
So the attention is the key point. The moment, it's a twist of attention, simple. So I'm in the personhood.
No.
I'm trying to get out of this, this mess called personhood. It's a completely mess. As you said, it's a dukkha.
Yes.
So I really don't want to go into this field. And when I come to this point, attention, so all these five senses, I withdraw my attention with these five senses. Suppose I'm talking to you, I withdraw my attention from the seeing, talking, hearing, touching, smelling. What and there is aware. And there is an attention that is a person-made attention. And you said
No,
attention.
It's not person made. When the attention is there, the person is not there many times. Was the body continuously felt in these 2.5, 3 hours of the session?
No.
No. Then that means the person is not always there. Person also appears and disappears. Suddenly when Ekta spoke about the body, suddenly the person came. When she was talking about Patrata, there was no person there. Do you recognize that? When the topic is something else about Yama and Nachiketa, there is no personhood. So attention cannot be the property of personhood. Yeah? Attention is a field in which the personhood appears and disappears. Appears and disappears. So I am saying, don't focus on that which is appearing and disappearing. Focus on that which is knowing this appearance and disappearance. Yeah? Now you realize, oh, attention, observation, sakshi, witnessing is beyond the personhood. So it's not a property of personhood. Clear?
It's clear, but there is a force that is, it strucks me here. I need to blast that with atom bomb.
Yes. The atom bomb will only be your discipline. You have to have discipline, viveka. Yeah? Start working on
But
viveka.
when I see, it's when I go into in that deep sense, if I like apples, it is creating beautiful apples. So I cannot pretend I don't like apples.
No, you're
So I
lying.
still like apples.
No, you are lying to yourself. You like apples. This is what I'm saying.
Yes.
You are pretending you love your wife. I'm saying you're pretending you love your mother. I'm saying you are lying that you really love your son or hate your neighbor or are a rich person or a poor person or intelligent or completely stupid. All this is lies, I'm saying. All
That means
this
belief
is a lie.
is strong.
Yes, it's only a belief, and all this story has come from only one belief, that I am this body mind person called Satish. Do you see that? So the Kathopanishad is taking us higher. How do I let go of this wrong belief that is creating this messy stories? And constantly my mind is agitated. There is not a moment of peace. Can I go beyond and recognize that which will really deliver true peace to me?
And
That is
today I come across one thing. When I repairing my bike, beside there is an Hanuman temple. Suddenly I felt like a tremendous peace in that temple, that presence. I never felt such a kind of that feel is very, very powerful. I just want to give it to the whole world. I felt like that.
That is just coming from some religious conditioning of Satish, whatever religion Satish followed in the past. That conditioning can bring up strong feelings, strong sensations. That's why I tell you, witnessing is subtler than the subtlest. It will not come up strongly. Please write this down for those who feel that I'm going to experience something strongly, something magically. No. It will not
But
be
the
seen.
peace is very tremendous. I never felt that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Conditioning can create that, no?
Oh,
Old conditioning can create the peace coming from religion, the peace coming from an idol, the peace coming from a worship home. Yeah. Anything is possible for the mind, because the mind is projecting all this. That is what I'm telling you. Dive into your mind and recognize your own power. When you wake up, oh, I have this power. You start feeling afraid of that power. What am I doing? I am projecting suffering for myself. Can I now withdraw? I don't want to put my hand into the fire. Again, word of caution here, you cannot say, I will project only the pleasant and I will not project the unpleasant. Not possible. What is pleasant? One little peak point here is pleasantness. What is unpleasantness? This, all the way to the peak point and the way down, is unpleasantness. They cannot be separated.
I'm aware.
Cannot be separated. So when you start looking very carefully at all your relationships, at all the objects you possess, at all the situations that you call are very happy and good in my life, they are not. You are lying to yourself. There is only one peak point where there is pleasantness. It's not happiness. Pleasantness and happiness are two different things. Kathopanishad talks about this ahead. Yeah? Pleasantness is not equal to happiness. Happiness is that which is permanent, straight line. Pleasantness comes in one peak point and disappears. Yeah?
Okay. I have one more question.
Yeah.
There is two zones. One zone is when I'm in the person code, which I'm speaking from my conditioning, my memory, what I learned.
Yeah.
Whatever I said it's I believed. That's a story and memory, which is not true.
Yeah.
And coming to the second point, you are saying truth completely from that zone without mind. So I am projecting that state, you are saying the truth,
Yes.
still in my mind.
Yes.
So how can I know to your point, without mind, that is the real state? I need to use my mind, that is the real state.
Yes. To begin with, you will have to, if you know only ABC, you will have to start from ABC, no? That's exactly where I started. There is always a recognition that I am not Satish. I am knowing Satish. And then suddenly you brush aside that recognition and pretend to be Satish. Do you recognize? Sometimes it happens, you feel, am I here or am I not here? Yes? Many times you feel, is this really happening or is this not happening? And then you brush aside these feelings and you want to believe I am here, this is really happening. Do you get that? Those are the little knocks of reality. Reality is knocking on your door, telling you, open the door and see, this is the truth. That feeling, I am not here, is the truth. The feeling, I am not this, is the truth. In that moment, no, even if it's happening in a busy bazaar, in a very busy marketplace, sit down quietly and be with that. It just came. Reality just knocked my door. I just felt, is this real or is this unreal? That moment, sit down. Ask yourself, really? Is this me? Or is there something else that is knowing this which I am labeling as me? and soon you will find the witness. That's how you keep moving one step ahead. This is actual implementation. It's called Nididhyasa on Advaita Vedanta part. You're not doing Shravana anymore. When you heard Ekta the first time, it was Shravana, to listen. When you were trying to process and understand the information, it was Manana. Now is Nididhyasa. Reality knocked my door in the middle of a busy bazaar, in a marketplace. Ekta is not here, the Kathopanishad is not here, I am not reading any wisdom. Suddenly reality knocked my door. Can I open that door? This moment. Pay attention to what it is saying. I am not here, it is saying. It is saying I am not this. It is saying this is not really happening. That is the way home. And that's why I say, darling, direct seeing is the path, not intellectualization, not analysis, not memorizing the Kathopanishad. None of it will take you there. What takes me there is only direct seeing. It happened to me. Can I dive deeper into it? Now, can I be there again and again? I get up and I again start walking in that busy bazaar, doing whatever grocery shopping, whatever I had come to do. And I realize I am that which is knowing the body doing the grocery shopping. I am the one that is knowing the mind saying this brinjal is ripe and this is very raw. I am the one that is knowing the intellect, pick the correct vegetable and keep aside the one that is not for me. I am the one knowing. I am the one knowing. That's how you bring it out into Nididhyasa. Means implementation, actual application. And then it becomes your direct seeing. Go home, open your journal, write it down. This happened to me in the grocery store, in the bazaar, in the marketplace. Yeah, this I recognize by my own knowing. Ekta was not there to instruct me. Kathopanishad sage was not there. Yama was not talking to me. I saw. Yeah, that's how seeing builds brick by brick by brick by brick by brick, and a whole tower of direct seeing stands. Till that time you should not stop. Not stop. Yeah, this is
But this knowledge is also a barrier. It appears to me like, at one point, something when there is no thought, absolute stillness, even knowledge is taking place like, it is taking a person form.
Yes,
and
yes.
getting confusion like whether I'm that or
Correct.
whether this person, I don't know.
Correct. Its job is that, no? Its job is to take my attention from the outward back to the inward. It's doing that job.
But its revenge is, it is the mind revenge is very high.
Yeah.
It is taking.
Yes.
It is taking me with the.
Yeah. It's like that little kid who sits down in the middle of the store. I want this toy now, Mama. I am not going home. What do you do with that kid? You cajole it. I will take you home and I'll make special kheer for you today. Very tasty, just the way you like it. Let's go, come on. Yeah, you cajole the kid out of his stubbornness because you really cannot afford the toy as a parent. Yeah,
It is not offering toys, it is beating me.
Yeah, you're not listening. It's not the mind offering the toy. I'm saying the witness is now trying to cajole the mind out of whatever it was stuck in. Listen to the talks. Advaita level 1, I've answered all these questions. All of them have been answered.
Okay.
Yeah, there are 200 Advaita snack bits. Means they are videos on just questions like this. All basic level questions are answered there. Yeah, they are available on the website also and on the YouTube channel also. Okay.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Recording in progress.
Namaste, Didi.
Yeah.
Didi, in the break, you had asked us to attend to attention. And the experience, I mean, whatever I felt was like when I tried to do that, I felt something was non-local. Like attention, when I was trying to pay attention to attention, it was non-local. It was not like within me. It was kind of outside this body border.
Beautiful. Yes. Yes.
Then the other thing that I noticed after you, after break was over and you said what would have happened. So when I paid attention, the thought was not complete. So it's like no, it just started and it stopped.
Yes.
It was so fuzzy. So that's what you were saying, right? Withdrawing from manifestation. That's the same thing. Like it could not finish. The thought could not finish.
Yeah.
Because I just thought it at the beginning of the way.
No. Once I'll tell you what you have gone into. You've gone into higher seeing. You have gone into the seeing of the difference between vichara and vasana. Vichara appears naturally from the flow. Can you please mute yourself? I can hear some background sound. Vichara appears naturally from the flow. Or did I make the meal, or have I forgotten to make enough meals? Yeah, something like that. Some vichara about the meal comes up. And it does not come up in English, Tamil, German, French, Portuguese. It does not come up in language. Yeah? We only express thoughts to each other in language. It comes up like a flash. Yeah? So the flash comes automatically. I didn't know I was going to think about the meal. This is called vichara. It has come from the natural flow. Yeah? Monica is the parent. There are kids in the house. There is the spouse in the house. There are other people in the house. They are depending on Monica for a meal. This whole thing, this dynamic is the background, which is Monica's flow. From that flow, automatically, without thinking, pay attention, without thinking, a thought arises. I am the background of the now, knowing that the thought has arisen. When I forget that I am the background of the now, I pretend to be Monica and I create a vasana. Oh, I hope I put enough salt today. The other day I had forgotten salt. Something, the parent said this, and like that I keep creating waves. So these zillion waves are the agitation part. The natural flow was only this one particular blue thought. This is vichara. Yeah, VI. Yeah, and this is vasana. This is what causes the agitation of the mind. This is agitation of the mind. Yes. And this is just a simple thought that appears as a flash where I was not involved. That's how you start recognizing, oh, I'm not the doer. I'm not the creator of the thought. I'm not a thinker. Thought appears. Yes, then I forget myself as the background of the now and I pretend this is the dream tiger. I pretend I am thinking, did I put salt? That happened, this happened. The spouse shouted there was not enough salt or there was not enough spice. Maybe this time I have done the same. I hope I have not, blah, 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 blah. This blah, blah is vasana. This that naturally flash came up is vichara. What does the wise one do? The subtle seer, he stays as the background. He knows that the flash cannot be controlled. It's going to arise of its own accord when it's meant to arise. When it arises, know the flash and withdraw and stay as the witness. Then you have not projected all this vasana. Yeah? And then it's clean. Your mind is empty, is peaceful. There is no worry, there is no agitation. This is what was the last verse. If you remember, he says, you will come to the recognition of the source of desire. If you stay with this recognition longer, all vasana slowly gets wiped away. You come to the empty background of the now, and you start seeing every flash is born from the empty background of the now and disappears into it. Brahman is the source. Brahman is the source of desire. Once that is seen, not memorized, not intellectualized, not analyzed, not blindly believing Ekta, no, not blindly believing the Upanishad. When you see, then you become free of desires. You recognize desirelessness as the quality of Brahman. I hope I clarified the entire path, how to get there.
Yeah, so I withdraw the vasanas which are fresh, and I felt that I could not finish was because I'm so used to agitation and the continued thought.
Yes.
Since I was paying attention, that went into now and it did not continue further.
Yes, beautiful.
And at one point, I could not resist. I mean, there was stronger flash, I suppose. I could not resist. It finished its lifetime, so maybe it caused agitation to me, right?
Yeah.
I mean, in that break, it had.
Yes.
I realized both the things.
Good.
Like one stopped completely, and one, even I tried, I could not stop it, and
Yes.
it finished its thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Beautiful. So you started recognizing the difference between vichara and vasana. Dive deeper into it. Yeah, I've explained in many other videos more in detail. This is just a question answer session. So dive deeper into it. You will see that vichara which is coming is a part of the flow. I cannot do anything about it. It is my past samskara. Yeah, that samskara, I don't know when it is going to come. Like the news of the death of a beloved one. I don't know when that news is going to come. It is coming from something deeper, from samskaras. Yeah. I have projected this in the past. I am perceiving that which I have projected. There is no other god, any Satan, any enemy, any devil that is punishing me with sorrow. I am torturing myself. This becomes evident, and then you start withdrawing your hand from the fire again and again and again. Good.
I have another question that I'm struggling with. It's like this body-mind complex. I feel it's not disciplined. So the amount of effort that I need to put in, it's not happening. How should I deal with that?
Just a firm resolve. There is nothing else. You have to get tired of the world. Something in you is not tired. Something within you is still enjoying the suffering. Have you seen worms? Worms wallow in their pus. It's a very twisted thing of the mind. It wallows in the pus of suffering. It says, you're giving me suffering, it's okay. At least I exist. You give me suffering, it's okay. Yeah, we've normalized suffering. That is the problem. The moment you realize that, no, this is wrong, there is a way to get out of it, then you will not continue on the path of indiscipline. Automatically that will happen. Yeah, so dive deeper into the wisdom. Start with Advaita level 1 if you've not done it yet. Start with Advaita level 1. How can I see what she sees? She is a regular householder like me. She's not sitting on the Himalayas. If Ekta can see, Monica can see. Start with that. Yeah, there are basic beginner level questions all there. They will help you. Okay, start now.
Thank you.
There's a question in Zoom.
Yeah.
At what level will I start seeing Ajata, everything is H2O, so that I rise beyond projection and withdrawal of projection?
Beautiful question. A very beautiful question. There is no way to know who is ready for enlightenment. That is why I do not hide or keep secrets in my pocket or keep the highest wisdom hidden in my pocket. I give it to you right in the first session that I do it with you. I don't know who is ready for Satori. I don't know who can get enlightened at any moment. Who am I to stop anybody from enlightenment? Yeah, so I give you all the wisdom in one go. Nothing is hidden. Why? Because I see some of you have the spark. Yeah, and it is not really an individual that has the spark. It is a coordinate of consciousness. That witness consciousness and that coordinate probably has the ability, the patrata of recognizing it is the pure consciousness or primordial awareness, Turyatita. That could be ready for this wisdom. Yes. Some of you have that spark. Some of you still need to be in the waking world and suffer a little bit more. And that's okay. When you suffer, you come to a point where you feel, I'm like a frog in a hot water pan. And I am only increasing the heat on myself, and I am only then acclimating to that hot water temperature. And I'm saying, yes, this suffering is normal. This suffering is normal. I'm normalizing suffering. You'll come to a point where you'll be like, no, this is wrong. What I'm doing is wrong. And when that knock from reality happens, it comes from within, then you really take, that launch. You launch like a rocket. You take a really high speed on the spiritual path. Yeah. Ekta cannot tell you when is your time. But from within, you'll feel that inner calling, the knock of reality constantly pulling you in that direction. Don't ignore that call. And dive deeper. If you are a beginner who has asked this question, please complete Advaita level 1. If you have completed Advaita level 1, move to Advaita level 2. If you've done Advaita Vedanta in the past, then I would advise you to take Atmananda Krishna Menon's path. Begin with Atmanirvriti first and then go to Atmadarshan. Yeah, because you already have the basics of Advaita Vedanta. Yeah, I don't know at what level you are. If you feel that I need a slower path, I cannot grasp things too quickly, I need a slower path, take I Am That path. I Am That book begins from the beginner level, takes you to enlightenment by the end. One book is sufficient. In the West, it is called the Bible of spirituality, true spirituality. You know that? The Westerners call it the Bible of true spirituality. We wouldn't call it the Bible, the Indians. That's how potent the book I Am That is. Yeah, so if you have a little background in Advaita Vedanta, then start with I Am That. Slower journey. Yeah, all the videos are there online. I have done all the videos on Atmanirvriti and Atmadarshan by Atmananda Krishna Menon. I have done all the videos on I Am That. So you'll find everything there. Yeah, and if you feel that you need a little more guidance, you need a little more hand-holding, then you can join Gurukul. But to join Gurukul, because it is free, you have to pay by giving 6 exams. You have to prove that you really deserve this knowledge. Yeah? Earn it. Earn Gurukul by taking 6 exams. Write down 6 exams. I read your 6 exams. I realize, okay, this person has the basic foundation strong and I can work with this person in Gurukul. Then we'll meet once a week. Online, on Zoom, of course. I know you're all globally situated. We'll meet on Zoom once a week and then slowly, we can get there together. Yeah? But Gurukul, you have to have the commitment of 5 years. You cannot say instant enlightenment. Ekta, give it to me in 1 weekend. Quick. No, there is no quick on this path. No. When you're done with all your attempts to get there quickly. Instant enlightenment, like instant noodles. When you're done with that part of your journey and you realize, no, this requires proper discipline, this requires developing discernment, then you come to Gurukul. Then you are a patra, then you are ready. Clear? So those who are very serious about your path, please start taking exams. Start with Advaita level 1 exams. They are the simplest. And if you already have an Advaita Vedanta background, I would say take 6 exams of I am that or Atmanirvriti and Atmadarshan. These are great beginning points. And somebody who feels both Nisargadatta Maharaj, which is I am that, and Atmananda Krishna Menon are too complex, then start with Rama Gita. It is Lakshmana's journey to enlightenment. Yeah? And I rewrote those verses as the book called Ramadrishti in simple language, layman's, householder's language. Yeah? So that is like an interim for somebody who cannot go to something very high in the beginning. So Ramadrishti will help you. It's all about how to overcome the idea, I am the doer and I am the experiencer. The entire teaching that Sri Rama gives Sri Lakshmana is about how to overcome I am the doer and I am the experiencer. This is my biggest obstacle. Lakshmana says, no, I am. Rama says, no, you are not. So it's a beautiful text. Ramadrishti might work for somebody who doesn't want to take on directly Advaita Vedanta very high. Witnessing is not happening. First you remove my wrong understanding of I am the doer and I am the experiencer. So Ramadrishti will help you. These are the good beginning points. Then we can come to the Upanishads and all when we are experts. Huh? I hope that helped you. Baki, Ekta cannot tell you whether you are ready for Ajatavada or not. That inner knock, that inner calling will answer that question. Listen. It whispers. So silent. Be silent and listen.
We have no more questions.
Okay.
Didi, I had a question. I couldn't find the option to raise my hand. So, Didi, when I attempt to stay as witness while I'm about to sleep, then I can notice that at some point there are just random thoughts. There is no structure to it. It's like a random noise that's happening in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, suddenly it's just blank. But I don't notice that point where it starts to get blank. But I could note the point where it's just random noise.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. Yeah, you don't need to know the beginning point of witnessing, the end point. No. Witnessing is the background. There is no beginning point to witnessing. Yeah? Witnessing is continuous. The background is continuous. It's suddenly that your attention moves from the noise of the mind to the witness. Yeah? And somewhere you realize, oh, I'm in the witnessing. Fantastic. Stay there. Stay there. And even if an arising comes up, this person died. That's okay. It came, it flashed and it disappeared. I don't need to hold on to that idea and think I am the body. This body am going to die. When I die, what will happen to my family? Now I've started the whole vasana. Yeah, vasana is a chain. Goes from one thought to another feeling, to another sensation. Have you noticed that? Yeah, it's like fireworks. One little, what is that? Little bomb catches fire, then the next catches the next.
The chain reaction. Reaction.
Yes, chain reaction. That is what I need to be aware of. Oh, I get into that. I don't need to get into that. The news came, somebody passed away. I am just standing as the witness, knowing that there is this flash of information. Whether it's a phone call or somebody uttering words, it's nothing but perception of sound. And I stay as the witness of Sanjay. not to slip into Sanjay, because immediately I'll get into the fear of death. Yeah, because there's this big conflict, no? Something in me knows I cannot die. And suddenly I get into my pretense I am the body-mind person. Oh, the body-mind person dies. So now I am conflicted inside. Yeah, even when you go to a funeral, observe yourself and take that opportunity if you get the opportunity to go to a funeral. When you go to the funeral, recognize within you only there is this deathlessness feeling. I am not going to die. Yeah, somebody might look at you and say, oh, I'm seeing you after such a long time. You've changed. But inside you don't feel you've changed. You don't feel you've aged. Yeah, somebody asks you.
Yes, I don't feel that I have aged.
Yes, catch that. That which does not feel I have changed, that which says that I am the same, that magical one, that's the witness. Hold on to it and recognize, yes, I do not age, I do not change, I do not die. It means I was never born. So there is no beginning point of witnessing. Yeah, I was never born. That's how you come to that recognition that yes, this fear that is coming up, that I, this body, am going to die, is all but the dream tiger. It's a story. That's why even at a funeral you will see people talking about the movies and talking about what that neighbor is doing and that relative's daughter is doing and that one son went to America and did this. You've come to a funeral and you're talking all these things. Do you realize that? Why? Because that part of you which feels I am not going to die does not allow you to remain concerned about the death too long. Yeah, so don't blame those people who start chit-chatting about other things, or even if you chit-chat about other things and you are not feeling any feelings for the one who has passed away. Don't blame yourself. Don't beat yourself up at all. Yeah? It is that deathlessness aspect within me that is making me naturally unconcerned about this dead body, about this funeral, about the rites and rituals. Soon you will come to a point where you will stop beating yourself for anything. You will stop blaming yourself for anything. You will be at peace because now there is no self-badgering. It's a natural healing that happens on the spiritual path. Yeah, but please don't make healing your goal. Spirituality should be your goal. Brahman attainment. Good.
Maybe I have a question on that consciousness at rest and at movement. Like when you were talking, right, after every sentence there was a few seconds of gap. That is also the rest. I mean, that is also the resting thing, right?
Perfect.
The pause.
Yes, perfect. 10 on 10. That pause between two arisings, whether they are sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, thought, feeling, sensation, doesn't matter. The gap between two arisings is the background of the now. I can see that. That is consciousness at rest. The moment the next arising comes up, that is consciousness in motion. Yeah. So now start recognizing, I am the rest. I am the rest. I am not recognizing rest. I am the rest. I am suddenly recognizing myself. And then that arising comes back, it takes my attention to the next arising. So then I get lost in that. When that arising disappears, what remains? Only I remain. Oh, this is me in between the gaps. And then again I go out to the next arising. So this constant shuttling that is happening, that is what you call restlessness. That is what you call agitation. That's what you say, too many thoughts in the mind, I'm not at peace. Life is miserable. When you say all this, what is happening is this constant shuttling. Upanishad is teaching me to stay here and know from this vantage point I can know the arising. I don't have to become the arising. I don't have to pretend to be something or somebody. From here, this vantage point, I can know the arising of sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, thought, feeling, sensation. And soon a rest will become my nature. It has always been my nature, I've just been ignoring it. It will just be visible now that rest is my nature. Relaxation, peace, serenity, equanimity, there are layers and layers of this rest. They start revealing themselves to me.
So it means like if I start focusing on, pay attention on this resting pause, then my frequency will increase and later on it will help me for, I don't know the correct word for related things.
Yeah, there's no frequency. I'll get established there. Simple, keep it simple. The more I pay attention to the gaps between arisings, soon I will realize it is me and I will get established there.
Okay. And my second question is, I don't know if it's mine, it was my mind, but it happened to me first time, Didi. During my meditation, I used to go in one blankness. That used to happen. But I don't know, when in the silence program, when I was doing meditation, at that time I felt like in that pause, that blankness, I was able to go there for a few seconds. And it was, I don't remember the whole thing, it was a mixture of many talks, maybe, but that happened for me the first time. Like, in that gap, I knew what is happening, but I didn't know what exactly was happening. But that happened it happened to me for the first time. So I don't know,
What happens is, if you follow a Advaitam path where you believe I am the meditator, I'm sitting down and meditating, then you will not get to the witness. All you get to is where you suppress your body and mind. And for a little while, you go to sleep. And you call that meditation. Yeah, it's a trance actually. That is why you say, I don't know where I was. I don't know what happened. Means it was like deep sleep. Ignorance again. Yeah. Please don't take offense, those who are on the Advaitam path, but that is the path that a baby begins with. But when the baby matures, naturally you come to the Advaitam path where you realize, no, losing yourself cannot be meditation. Finding yourself is meditation. So if I lost myself, I don't know where I was, what was happening, that cannot be true meditation. Yeah? Then you move higher and then you recognize that in witnessing awareness, there is continuous knowing. Continuous knowing. I am the witness. It's not possible that I am not the witness in some moment. No, I am the witness always. I was, I am, I always will stay the witness. It's not that I have become Ekta and now I have to become the witness. No. I don't have to become. I am the witness. I have just fooled myself that I am Ekta and I pretend to be Ekta. And then this Ekta, pretending to be the meditator, is going to sleep and calling it meditation. That is the problem of the Advaitam path. Yeah? So when you sit down on the Advaita Samadhis or Advaita meditation path, you recognize the waker, which is this body-mind person, sits down to disappear, not to meditate. When the bodilessness happens, you realize, oh, I am that which is knowing bodilessness. Milestone number 1 achieved on Advaita Samadhi or the Buddha Samadhi path. A point will come when the bodilessness strengthens to a point where there are fewer and fewer thoughts, and you come to milestone number 2, thoughtlessness. I still am there. I am knowing the absence of thought. Why? Because I didn't indulge in vasana. I just allowed the vichara to flash, and I came to a big gap between two vicharas where I did not create vasana. That is the milestone number 2, thoughtlessness. Naturally it happens. It is a natural pause, large gap between two arisings. And when I stay in the thoughtlessness, I come to a point where the I collapses. This I am Ekta, I am meditating, I. The I dissolves, disappears, crumbles. That is also known by me. Yeah? That is the third and final milestone on the Advaita Samadhi path. Yeah? So this all happens very easily in Samadhi when I have practiced staying as the Sakshi or the witness in the waking. With regular housework, cleaning, cooking, office work, taking care of the kids, taking care of the parents, grocery shopping, going for movies, vacations, all that, with all that, I have maintained my witnessing stand. When I sit to do Samadhi, the waker disappears. That is Advaita Samadhi. Clear? So in Advaita Samadhi, you will never say, I don't know where I was, I don't know what happened. No, then you went to sleep. Sorry.
Yeah, so basically when I was doing it, Didi, at that time lots of thoughts were coming. Okay. Then the second level was I was feeling lots of sensation in my body. And the third stage, the sensation disappeared.
Yeah. Yes, you have to sit longer till even the thoughts disappear. To sit longer. Yeah. And for that, you have to work on your Sheila. You've done a little bit of Buddha's path, right?
I was in Advaita 10 days retreat, Didi, but yeah, you recommended me to go to Buddha's path.
Yeah, Sheila. Yeah. Sheila is morals and values and ethics, not allowing ill will, negativity to enter the mind. All that helps quieten the mind faster.
Yeah? Okay, I'll do that.
That will help you, dear.
Thank you, Devi.
Can you mute yourself?
There are a couple of other questions in Zoom.
Yeah.
And also Ajit had raised his hand. He's on mute now, so I don't think he has a question.
Okay.
But I'll go with the Zoom question.
Okay.
Yeah, I can I ask a question?
Yes, Ajit.
Yeah,
Didi, when you were explaining this Kshama, Dhamma and other things, that when it came to Pratiksha, you were not much audible to me at least. So could you just briefly, Pratiksha?
Titikshashe. Titiksha.
Okay, Titiksha. Before Uparati.
Yes, correct. I have explained this in detail in Ashtavakra Samhita. 1 hour only on the 6 treasures I have spent.
Okay.
I don't remember the talk number, but if you look at the Ashtavakra Samhita videos, I go deep into it. Yeah, and I've explained it on others also, but I can't remember session names. Yeah. So here we just brush through. Yeah. Here I just brush through. There it is a part of the scripture, so I went deep into it. Okay.
There's a question. If Vichara is also a projection of I sense?
Of course it is, but from the past. I projected something in the past. It appeared. I created a lot of vasana with it. I don't like, this should happen, this should not happen, blah, 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 blah. That vasana got deposited as a seed. That seed again comes back up when it's time to sprout. That comes as a vichara. So yes, it is mine only, it is born of my only projection from the past. It comes back up now. Yeah. I have created the idea of a past, a present and a future through this cycle of vasanas. Otherwise, there is nothing like past, present and future. The moment I quit projecting, I start recognizing larger gaps of silence where initially I used to project vasana. Those become gaps now. Larger gaps, larger gaps, larger gaps. And then you realize, oh, it's so attainable. It's so attainable to be in a serene and quiet mind. Yes, I can't do anything about the vicharas that I had projected in the past. I will have to perceive them. Those will come. The news about the death of the parent is bound to come. The news about the body getting really old and diagnosed with some disease is bound to come. I cannot do anything about that. News of the breakup with a partner, a beloved, a family member is bound to come. These will come when it's time to sprout. I will not be able to change that. What I can change is be devoid of vasana between two vicharas. Be devoid of vasana between two vicharas and just witness my own background of nothingness and nobodiness. I've always wanted to be quiet. I've always wanted to be free of agitation. And now when I rest there, now I want the agitation. Do you recognize that little worm in you? Yeah, it's an ugly worm. You always been wanting this peace. Now you're getting an opportunity and there you want to open your mouth and say something nasty. You want to indulge in some craving or some aversion. Why? You start recognizing all this going out is only extending your hand into the fire. Slowly you withdraw. Yeah, that's called dispassion. It's another level that happens after Viveka. Yeah. How does Viveka develop? With these 6 wells: Shama, Dhamma, Titiksha, Uparati, Shraddha, Samadhan. When all these wells have developed beautifully in you, now you will refuse to put your hand into the fire. You've been burnt before. That scar reminds you. You've been scarred before. Yeah, that's why I tell people who are upset with other people, he did this wrong with me and I've never forgotten what he did or what she did to me. That is a scar. It's a reminder you put your hand into the fire. Withdraw. Withdraw. It's a good scar. Yeah? Don't say, I want to get rid of it. I want to forget this. I want to forget this person. No, that person is a good reminder so that I don't put my hand into the fire again. You see, this is another level. Cannot work for people who are mentally not stable and need therapy to get out of some major life issues. That's why I say this path is not for somebody who's not mentally stable. Only somebody who's mentally stable, yeah, they can get healed by something like this. They recognize, yeah, this is serving as a scar, and that scar is a reminder. Don't put your hand into the fire, dear. You're going to get burnt. Now when you stop putting your hand into the fire, what has developed is called dispassion. In Sanskrit, Vairagya. Yeah, there are 2 books on dispassion. If you want to dive deeper and you feel you have matured to that level, Vairagya Drishti has 100 shlokas of Bhartari, which were in a very ancient verse-like rhythm, and I made them very simple and straightforward in English. So that's what is Vairagya Drishti, and the other is Life Without I. If you want to keep an aim on the spiritual path, it should be to get to the verses of Life Without I. This is what I need to get to. Then only can I claim I have really completed my Viveka journey and Vairagya has started blossoming in me. Life Without I is Asanga Drishti. Both fall under the umbrella of dispassion. So dive deeper into it. How can I get to dispassion? And if you don't understand dispassion, read a few of those pages. Mark for yourself. Oh, this I have, this I have, this I don't have. This I don't have. No, this I have very far away. I really need to work. Make notes over there. This is personal work area. And that's what Life Without I will help you with. And there are 100 pointers on dispassion. They will really help you walk the path and put down your goals for yourself. I don't have this kind of dispassion yet. Yeah? So when you develop viveka, you develop vairagya, automatically you move towards mumukshutva, liberation from all the suffering, all suffering. Then everything will drop away, everything. Yeah? The peace will become natural. We can't say, no, first you give me the peace, then I'm going to drop all this passion for the world. No, doesn't work like that. Your hands are too full with the worldly attachments. Free your hands, make them empty, become a good patra. The wisdom will start flowing in and you'll be able to contain it. Okay.
Which you other questions? A question or a statement came in, like when father died, I didn't feel like crying.
Yes.
Yeah. So you kind of answered it in the earlier.
I can expand a little bit. If you can mute yourself. The question was, when my father died, I didn't feel anything. Yeah, some of us carry guilt about this. This knowledge takes that guilt away. That it's not that you don't care for your father or don't love your father or whatever story you were creating. It's all wrong. You're again going into the body of the boy or the girl whose father that was. No. You are the witnessing awareness field. In that moment was so overwhelming that you got pushed out of that emotion to the background of the now and you didn't feel anything. Yes, you got to your nature of deathlessness, birthlessness, timelessness, naturally. Yes, and this happens to all of us. Hasn't it happened? Your child is crying, he's hurt himself, and nothing is moving inside. And a family member says, oh, you are the parent, you should feel that. Oh, yes, I am the parent. Then you start pretending that you're feeling some emotion. And something within you knows that a moment ago there was no feeling. And now you are pretending. But then you brush this reality away and you continue to pretend as the mother or the father. Have you realized this? It can happen for a friend, it can happen for a family member, it can happen for a parent. You are naturally dispassionate. You don't need to cultivate dispassion. You just need to see that you are dispassionate. Yeah. So those who have gone through death of a family member and have not had any feelings at that moment, please don't blame yourself. I would rather pat you on your back and tell you that you should see that you recognize deathlessness in that moment. Yeah, but because of your old habit pattern, you wiped that away and started taking the blame of being somebody who doesn't have emotions. No. You are not the emotion. You are the knower of the emotion. You always have been the knower. You only pretend to be emotional, to be happy, to be sad. Yeah? Quit pretending. Quit pretending.
Maybe another question. I'm noticing that with longer periods of silence, there are times when there is a nudge that cajoles me to get out of it. Just pick up a phone, turn on the TV, or just move around.
Yes.
How can one just be when being in silence feels uncomfortable and the mind tendencies that want me to become to fill in this silence flare up?
Beautiful question. I partly answered it earlier. You've been craving for this silence, and when the mind is actually silent, you want to get out. Yeah? Recognize there is only one reason. I have not found my identity. When I pretend to be Ekta, who's creating the drama, there is a sense of identity I get. You listen to me. You get entertained by me, or you be impressed by my intellectual argument. Yeah? There is a subtle identity search that is going on. Observe that. It's okay if the silence is broken. It's an opportunity for me to learn why I broke this silence and I started doing rubbish or started the TV or indulged in food or whatever. Why did I do that? It's a moment to inquire. See, I'm looking for identity. I'm craving for an identity. And I'm getting identity from this indulgence, whatever that indulgence is. Can I in fact work on finding the answer to the question, who am I? Identity means who am I, no? That will be the correct direction. What went out was only the mind, and it's okay if it watches one episode of Netflix. Don't badger yourself. Why did you start watching Netflix? 30 minutes gone after silent samadhi. You spoiled your whole samadhi. No, it's time to inquire. It is the mind. It is the mind. I have made this a habit pattern. Can I just observe the habit pattern? Nothing else to do. Just observe. At the end of the Netflix episode or whatever you got into, ask yourself, you found identity here? You found a lot of joy, pleasure? Did you earn anything? What did you get? Ask yourself only the question, what did you get? Isn't that seeking still there, that identity search still there? Now because the episode is over, you are going towards a family member to talk. If there is no family member in the house, you want to pick up the phone and talk. You're again going for some identity search. Can you recognize it? That's it. And talk. I'm not saying don't talk. Talk. Pick up the phone. 1 hour call. At the end of 1 hour, you'll be exhausted. The body will be exhausted of talking. The mind will be exhausted of everything it shared. You'll put the phone down. Ask yourself, what did I get? Did I find my identity? It's a time for doing self-inquiry. Don't push it away. Be happy that it happened. Go to your journal and write down, this happened today. And I couldn't find identity in that Netflix episode. I couldn't find identity in that call with the friend or parent. I couldn't find identity in chit-chatting with the spouse. I could recognize the restlessness, continuous restlessness. Huh?
Sorry, the connection froze for a bit. No back now.
Okay. Till where did you hear?
Think about identity coming back.
So then, did you find the identity in that Netflix episode? Did you find identity in the chit-chatting? Did you find identity in going out? Answering in the journal only you can record that, no, there was this constant restlessness and I observe it. Be with it. Beautiful. You have discovered something about yourself that you were ignoring earlier. Earlier you were trying to fill some sense of lack with a movie, with chit-chatting, with eating, with doing this, with doing that. Now when you become aware, you will know when to stop eating. You know it shows on that weighing scale. It shows up in the doctor's office when the test results come. You will stop unnecessary chit-chatting and gossiping. It shows on later in life when that same friend or family member pokes me for having said that. All these recognitions will start happening, that you're becoming more and more aware of yourself. Yeah? Now, the I am the body-mind person starts crumbling. And remember, when it starts crumbling, no, the ego wants to hold on to it even tighter. Even tighter, even tighter. This is where the wisdom will help you. Now you take the help of wisdom. Clear? So when some arising appears, don't beat yourself up for it. Know that this has come for a good reason. Can I learn something here? Clear?
One more question.
Make this the last.
Indulge-
Last.
Actually, this is the last question so far. Yeah. Indulging with vichara and creating vasana, being aware of it, does it still create more vichara?
No. Vichara is from my karmic seeds. When I don't know what the thought is, when is it going to arise, that has come from vichara. I don't know when the sensation is going to arise to get up and use the restroom. Do you know? No. That is vichara. Do you know when your family member is going to walk into the room and say something to you? You don't know. That is vichara. Do you know when the mind is going to start singing some song? At what time exactly on the clock is that song going to start? Do you know? No. These are called vicharas. Is that clear? That which I did not know before it happened is called vichara. Yeah? I don't know where it comes from, what is the beginning point, what is the seed. I'm just surprised by it. That is called vichara. This is coming from old karmic seeds. Has that become clear? Vasana is, now I piggyback on the same vichara. This should have not happened. This should have not happened. Why did this happen? She said this. Then I said this. Then this happened. And now, this is vasana. This train. And it goes on. My iPad has ended, but you know how long this train goes on for you. This is the vasana part. So, my vasana that gets stored as a seed, I don't know when is that going to sprout. For example, the song. You know the song, you've heard the song before. There was too much vasana to the song. There was relating personally to the lyrics of the song, relating to the picturization of the song, relating to the performers in the song if it was a video. That is all vasana, the relating to all the people and the lyrics and the music. That got stored as an impression, and suddenly the mind one day started singing that. I didn't know before the mind started singing the song that the song is going to start now. Do you see that? Yeah, so it is my past impression only that brings a vichara, but I don't know when the vichara is going to come up. I don't know what has caused this vichara to come up. I cannot trace it back to its past vasana. Has that become clear? The only way I know this has come from my past vasana is it is familiar. That's it. It is familiar. The song is familiar. The thought is familiar. The uncomfortable sensation is familiar. Yeah? Or feeling, mental feeling is familiar. It is familiar. That's all I know. And that's how I know it is from my past vasanas that were embedded as karmic impressions. Okay.
That's all.
Okay. So I hope I have answered all your questions. If more questions start sprouting later, you don't know when they are going to sprout. That is your vichara. Punch them in the flock, Kathopanishad flock. As and when I get an opportunity during the day, I'll answer. If I cannot answer, then I'll answer tomorrow. Yeah, we are meeting again tomorrow morning. Yeah, so very important for tomorrow's session. Bring the memory of the one that has passed away. A photograph, something, whatever. Maybe you have an object that person used, something. bring that memory to the session tomorrow. Yeah? Be with that, because we are diving deeper into the topic of death. Till the time I don't learn to honor death, my journey of Kathopanishad is not complete. Yeah. I should not fear death. I should learn to honor death. Yeah? So the fear needs to go away. So we are going to do something tomorrow in tomorrow's session with that little memory of the person, whether a photograph or an object they used or something you have. And if you don't have anybody close who's passed away, that's fine too. You've heard about colleagues or friends, acquaintances pass away. That's fine too. You can just write their name down or whatever and keep that in front of you as a memory during the session. And just write there, my journey is incomplete till I learn to honor death, not fear death. Clear? Okay. So I'll see you tomorrow for the second part. Until then, keep standing as the witness, Sakshi Bhav. Yes. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.